so it ended up being a huge deal. It was something that was killing her very quickly. Good morning, y'all. I am just over here eating this by the bottle. No, I'm totally kidding. I have my fruit bowl down here seasoned with it. That's what I'm eating for breakfast. I just felt like a little light breakfast. We woke up pretty late today, just because Derek has a day off and it's like, you know, why not? So, Paul is eating. I'm not sure why that Pepsi box is like that. Ken's eating, and Daddy is helping her because she doesn't eat unless you sit there with her. The house is still fairly clean, you know, except for like their toys and stuff, which I am loving. And we are emptying out the fridge, if you can't tell. Like, have you ever done that? You, like, put this stuff in here, have every intention of eating it, and it never happens? Yeah. That's where we're at right now. So, I guess you get to see us empty these out. So, babe, what did you just do with the food?
Ate it all.
You ate it all? Ew, you'd be so sick. So we just threw it in a box that we got, like, in the mail that I got from that Kirkland's pillow.
Yeah, go get it.
And we're just going to take it out to the dumpster. Smart, babe.
The monkey. No, get it, monkey.
What? Oh, were you trying to eat out of that box? You silly boy. It's okay. It's okay. No reason to be embarrassed. It's okay. We all make mistakes, Bubba. We all make mistakes. It's okay. You're a good boy. Love you, Poof. Love you. Hi, sis. Would you like some attention? She's over here, like, hopping up on my leg every 5 seconds. Hi, Sister Sue! Changed, and I'm gonna throw on a hat, and then we will be ready to go to do something fun for Coley Bear. As of yesterday, we have had him for a year. We got him when he was 8 weeks old. He was only 3 pounds at that point, and we just want to celebrate with him and do something he wants to do. Can anyone guess what it is? So before we go do what Cole wants to do, we just got this huge shipment in the mail of these other acrylic cases. Remember I told you guys about those DVD cases right there? And we're just going to stack them under this desk. We didn't get quite all of them, so I'm a little bit confused. I hope maybe the rest of them either come later today or tomorrow, because I ordered 9 of them, and we only got 5. So, but I'm just going to let Derek rearrange them how he wants, since this is what he likes to do.
Sir.
Quick little Sephora haul for you guys. So I got 4 things from Sephora. I got the Glam Glow Gravity Mud Firming Treatment Mask. This is the silver one that makes you look like a Tin Man that you peel off. I've been really wanting a peel off mask. I love peel off masks rather than mud masks, just because I like to peel it off. Then I got the Tartist Pro palette. I'll show you the inside. I really love the colors in this one. If you can kind of see that. Quick glimpse. If you guys want like a more detailed video on this, I can do that. Just not sure you would want that. And then I got another Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in Famous. This is like a deep berry. And I loved the other one I got in Bombshell. The formula was the best I think I've ever tried. Then I got this little sample of the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. Totally always use primer. And then I got this gift set of Pharmacy. It's Honey Potion, Sleep Tight, Honey Savior, and something Dew. I can't see it. Skin Dew. It's just a skincare brand. I love to try new skincare, and this was on like super sale one day, and then I got points with it and all that kind of stuff. So that's my mini Sephora haul. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make my, I guess you could call it famous chicken. I don't really know what else to call it, but my chicken breast that I make. The best ever. I've made a lot of chicken in my life just because I cook every day, and Derek loves chicken. This is the best recipe I've ever come across. So, I'm going to show you. So, I have a piece of saran wrap out here. I brought my chicken over. I have 2 breasts today. And I'm just going to, I don't have enough saran wrap. That's what happened actually. Usually I would just cut enough across so that it's even in 2 pieces. So you're gonna lay 1 piece down on the counter, lay your chicken on top of it, lay another piece over the chicken, and kind of like seal it around the chicken. This is so you don't get chicken parts all over your kitchen. I have a can. This is because I just don't have a pounding thing, a mallet. This one I've used several times for this, if you can tell. And I'm just gonna pound out my chicken so that it's thin. just so it doesn't have to cook for as long. I'm going to put in a half a stick of butter. You're gonna unwrap it, obviously, but you know, sometimes you gotta say it for those people out there who just don't get it. Throw that in your mug. Throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds, just until it's fully melted. I'm gonna pull out my big baking dish. These are super popular. It's just a big clear baking dish. You don't need to grease it with anything because you're going to have butter in there. There's the butter. Got that. Now I'm going to pick out my seasoning just before I get my hands chickeny again. A little bit of Creole seasoning. Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. You can really mix whatever you want. It all tastes good on here. So you're going to put your chicken breasts into this baking dish. Throw away your saran wrap. Come back and you're going to take your baking dish and pour the butter over evenly on the chicken. You can kind of rub it around with your hands, make sure it all gets in that chicken. I forgot to add, at this point too, you want to set your oven to a 425 so that the oven is preheating. All right, then you're going to flip your chicken breasts over. You're going to butter the other side, and then you're going to take your Creole seasoning, or whatever seasoning. You're just gonna season it pretty well on there. Remember, like, a lot of this seasoning is kind of gonna bake out, so the only thing I would not go overboard on is salt. Just press it into your chicken. Then you're gonna take your garlic and herb, or whatever, sprinkle that on there, a good amount. You want this seasoning to really soak into the chicken, but then remember, a lot of it's gonna bake out too. So then we flip our chicken, and we're going to sprinkle the Creole seasoning, sprinkle some garlic and herb. Your chicken is seasoned and ready to go into the oven. I'm going to wait until mine is preheated to 425, and then I'm going to cook it for, usually it's around like 18 to 25 minutes, depending on like the size of your chicken breasts and stuff. But for these ones, since they're pretty large, I'm going to go with like 25 minutes to 30. You really just got to play it by ear. Try not to cut them when they're in the oven like through to see if they're pink. Try and use a thermometer just because you're going to let all those good juices out. If you have to, you have to, no big deal. I've done it before, it still turns out fine. Just make sure your chicken is not pink, and you'll be ready to go. And I'll show you guys the after product. What are you doing over here?
I'm holding babies.
Well, turn around so I can see you. We've got both of them up here. Babe, you're gonna open your gifts. Take all those off. He already kind of knows what he got, but we're just gonna set it up. So go ahead, babe. Hi, sis. Hi, sis. You biting me? No, no. Well, apparently we can't open gifts right now. Coley Bear. Coley Bear. Coley Bear. He's just licking him to death is basically what's going on. This is a daily occurrence in our house. So this is how hard it is to open presents. We are trying to open them, and they're both getting jealous of each other and both want attention. Huh, Coley Bear?
Coley Bear, you help? Go. Yeah, can.
Cole's so excited! So what did we get, babe?
Steep.
No, what did we get? What's the big present? Xbox One! The white color best. Plus, we didn't need, so it's 500 gigabytes of storage or something like that. We didn't need the 1 terabyte or whatever that one was. That was too big. So we got that, and then it had a deal for a free controller. Then I got the controller chargers, and then it had a deal for buy 2 games, get 1 free. So I did that 2 times over, so I got 2 free games. Babe, how do you like your present?
I throw away a DVD player now.
We'll see. So I just made myself a cup of hot cocoa. Have yourself a cozy Christmas. I love this mug. I collect these mugs because I want to eventually get white dishes. We will eventually, pretty soon here probably. But I wanted, like, I love these fun mugs that I go into Marshall's and stuff and I see and I'm like, I love that saying, blah, blah, blah. But I like my dishes to match as well. So I've gotten these mugs. They're the Fringe brand. They're all matching. They literally all match. They're all the same brand, but they are, they all have different cool little cuties on it. But I love that they all match. So that's my little trick to getting everything to match. But I'm just going to put some marshmallows and some whipped cream in this, and we'll go from there. So this is the turnout of the chicken. It is the most juiciest, tender, awesome chicken. I know some people probably don't even like those words, but that's good. So we're playing the new Xbox, but Loco's sleeping. So we made it to the park. That's Cole's outing for his 1 year. Can you tell that it's so windy? And he is having a blast up there. Derek is standing up there with him. It was so muddy. I was sinking into the mud. So we're just taking turns, and plus Sister Bear was so freezing. So we're just chilling in the car for right now, just for a little bit, get her warmed back up, and then we'll head back up there to play with them. So I'm in here just waiting for the doggies to get out of the shower. They're getting showered off. Derek's helping them, and I look up and see this. Sister, what are you doing? What are you doing, sis? She's like, please let me out. Oh no, it's Simba time. So I am just going to make us some dinner right now. I'm just making us the same thing we had for lunch. But I thought that I would talk to you guys just about something that happened in my life pretty recently, actually. We just went through the year anniversary of it. And that is about my mom. So my mom, when I was, gosh, I want to say 12. I'm always off on like my ages and stuff like that. She ended up having stage 3B breast cancer, and the tumor had arms like this, and it was attached around her breast wall. My mom had very small breasts, so it ended up being a huge deal. It was something that was killing her very quickly. And thankfully she is a nurse, so she had all the best doctors on it, and they had, within the second day that she found out, like she found out and then the next day she had chemotherapy. So, I mean, she was doing great. She went into remission and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't hard. It was hard for a long time. She had to go through a lot of crap, a lot of, like she almost died a couple times. So I don't want to speak lightly about it, but, we are always pretty open about stuff, and so it's not something that I'm like afraid to talk about or anything like that. But so she had breast cancer, she went into remission, and then I want to say like 2 or 3 years later, like the day before my 16th or 17th birthday, she sat us down and told us that she had cancer again, but this time it had moved into her head. And they said it was pretty aggressive, and quite frankly, they just said there's nothing that can cure it. There's nothing that can cure it. So she thankfully was not in any pain up until like the last few moments, but she was not in any pain. She went through a lot of chemotherapy, a lot of trial drugs. She almost got on this research drug, but they decided last minute not to do it because people were dying from the drug. So thank goodness for that. But just about a year ago on October 7th, 22 hours after my grandfather died, she also died. So I was 19 when this happened. I was in Kansas City with my sister because my grandfather had died, so I was helping her, and he lived in Kansas City, and we got the call that my mom died, and so then we went over to my mom's funeral, and that's that. I mean, it was a pretty rough time, pretty rough couple of days, but it was a pretty rough year for me. So I feel like I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things. I miss her literally every single day. She was my best friend. So we were very, very close. Talked every single day, multiple times a day. Derek can attest to that one. But I'm glad she's not in any pain anymore and that she's in heaven, but it still does suck not having your mom here. So speaking of my mom, this totally reminds me of her. She used to make me rotisserie chicken. This is not rotisserie, but potatoes, corn, and applesauce for dinner. And I miss you, Mom. So we are at the vet because Cole has something wrong with his, his right eye. We're gonna get it all figured out, huh, Cole? So Cole's eye, both of his eyes actually are scratched. It's just a superficial scratch, thank goodness. So he's in some pain, but we got him on some painkillers and he's home. We're gonna take really good care of him. He's our baby. She's eating ice cream that she took off her plate. But we're giving them ice cream for Cole's 1-year anniversary of his gotcha day. Cole, you are our firstborn and we love you forever, sugar baby. You are so sweet and kind, and you're smart, and you're such a love bug, but so goofy. We love you, Booger. And don't worry, sis, we'll do this for your gotcha day too, shucks. Alright, y'all, it's been a long day. I gotta get this vlog edited and uploaded. But thank you guys so much for watching. We love you guys so much. Have a good day. Bye.
Live together, stay right together with you.